Hello, beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of Myth. When last we left off, we made some new friends, and we've definitely, for sure, honestly, we've never met them before. Nope, not once. Definitely not once, and we don't have any emotional attachment to them whatsoever. But I think it's technically time to go to the other world, but well, is it the other world is the question. That's a tough one to answer. But let's get back into it, shall we? Hibiki's mother is beyond here. The shadow told me that as we went up the hill. Mother, mama, hearing him say that word was nostalgic. That's her role. Role? Don't be stupid. But I am stupid. The shadow scratched his head. Maybe she's a mama. Maybe she isn't. What does that mean? I want to get back to the market before the Einherjar show up. Ask her yourself. The shadow began to descend the hill after that. Sometimes kind, sometimes mean. They really were just like us. The house over there? There was a small building just ahead. I went inside. A small room for a small house. It was there, in that dark space, where I found that person. She didn't move at all, just like the people outside. She still didn't move. Do you know who Hibiki is? Her eyes moved that time, though. Who are you? My name's Berserker, Yakatomi-san. Hello. Just realized I was speaking through my hand trying to scratch my face. Which isn't working. My face still itches. It's warm and hot. Katomi-san didn't respond to me. And humid. It is fucking humid as hell for some reason. Anyway, as I complain about the weather like everybody else on Earth, it was sad. Are you looking for Hibiki? Yeah. I don't know where she is. That's a shame. Katomi-san shut her eyes again after that. Are you Hibiki's mom? She said yes. Do you love Hibiki? I was curious about that. I hadn't met someone's mom in a long time. I wanted to hear Katomi-san say that she loved her. Yes, very much so. I was really happy to hear that. So happy that I wanted to shout. I see. But I held back my excitement as I responded. Because she's like her father. Her father? Oh, that kind of person. My dad is inside my stomach now, too. Do you love him, too? I felt embarrassed after asking her that. The answer was obvious. A mom and a dad had to love each other. Ah, what lovely ideals. What's wrong? Katomi-san asked me that because I was hanging my head down. It's obvious that a mom and a dad love each other. I was just embarrassed that I asked you that. You're silly. I was annoyed for a moment. She was right, though. I was silly. I hope you and Hibiki love each other forever. And I hope they stay together forever. What's wrong? That's right. I have to kill her. I have to kill Hibiki. But I can't do that. Then they won't be able to stay together forever. Right? Anyway, what should I do? You see, Katomi-san didn't seem upset about me saying I was going to kill Hibiki, though. That's strange. Something didn't feel right. I recalled what I ate for dinner last night. It said something about, I'll sacrifice myself, so please spare my child. I didn't know what that dinner meant by so, though. So, I ate from her. I'm getting off track. Anyway, what Katomi-san said to me was strange. You think that's strange as well? Hmm? I made a weird noise. I wasn't expecting her to suddenly ask me that. The two of us remained silent for a bit. She didn't speak up, so I didn't either. I was bored, though. I killed some time by moving my head up and down. Will you listen to an old tale of mine? Katomi-san finally asked me that. I replied, yes. The story about Hibiki's father and Katomi-san. We're not going for that now. Myth Day 3, Search for the Voice. Good morning. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's going to be soon. That's going to be fun. Good morning, Meto-san. Breakfast was already prepared. Shimon placed some glasses of water on the table in the living room. Where so? I didn't see her anywhere when I woke up. She was up later than I was last night. Did she really wake up before me? She went to wash her face. And speak of the devil. She snickered upon seeing me. So whistled as she sat down at the table. I'm going to finish making breakfast. Announcing that in an energetic voice, Shimon headed back to the kitchen, which left me alone with So. Man, such great weather today. Yeah. I took a sip of water, trying my best to ignore her nonsense. It was pleasantly cold. The perfect weather for photosynthesis. You mean you actually do some good for this world by producing all that carbon dioxide? What? I took another sip of water. Again, the cold sensation of the water spreading through my mouth was very pleasant. So said your little sister Akari. My little sister? Akari? What is she talking about? Finally lost her marbles, huh? Don't play dumb with me, that ain't cool. Keep playing dumb. I really didn't know what she was talking about. I've got proof. Take a look. She presented a piece of paper to me after that. Title, Akari's Secret, Strawberry Panties. That was clearly not the type of book a young person should be looking at. You're 18. Shut up. Where'd you find this? In your backpack? Get the crap. I don't remember putting this in my backpack. Huh? I advocated my innocence with a serious look on my face. You really don't know? Didn't I just say that? She faltered. She must have thought that this was mine and was intended on blackmailing me with it. Yeah, I don't know, but sorry. So gazed at the obscene drawings of Akari-chan, seemingly unsatisfied. Which one, Akari-chan or... No, I'm kidding. Akari-chan, who was probably at least 20 years old, continued smiling with a seductive look on her face. What's that? Shimon and Migi showed up with breakfast. That's, a piece of paper with Akari-chan's drawing fell onto the table. Time stood still. Akari-chan continued to smile at us. Pervert? Shimon glared at me as she said that. How shameless. Migi glared at me as she muttered that. Huh? Wait, this isn't mine. You trying to say that this is So-san's then? You shouldn't make false accusations. You're free to like that sort of thing. Huh? What? I didn't know where Akari-chan had originated from, but somehow the whole ordeal had caused a huge misunderstanding. So delicious. Mind taking the tableware back to the kitchen? We finished eating at around the same time. You say something, big bro? Told you, this is all a big misunderstanding. I could feel Shimon and Nidi's chilly gazes from behind me. I wanted to cry. Oh yeah, big bro. There's only one dude I call big bro. Not kidding. What is it, my beloved little sister? Please make some barley tea while you're at it. The heck is barley tea? It's dark and tasty. Barley? Why did that sound like it was something obscene? I'm gonna guess that that's a translation thing. I don't get it. Yeah, well, or lost in translation, whatever. Whatever. I just told Shimon to make some. She must have known what it was. Wait, why don't I have to do this to begin with? None of this made any sense. Get it yourself. I don't have time for your child's play. Child's play? I guess you're right. I am still a child after all. How could I be an object of lust? How could I ever do something as indecent as engaging in sex? But Akari-chan, poor Akari-chan. Surely she's around my age too, and for her to fall prey to the lecherous daring of men. Hold on. It said she was she was at least 20. Yeah, who was probably at least 20 years old. Eat shit. I told you, it's all just a misunderstanding. She kept babbling about how I shouldn't violate her as I made my way to the kitchen. Pop. Why would I ever do that? I didn't want her to keep bringing it up either. I decided to comply with so I could avoid any additional trouble. I could feel Riri's cold gaze. Did I just make matters worse by listening to So? I couldn't help but worry about that as I headed for the kitchen. Ah, you can leave the tableware over there. All right. Shimon was already in the kitchen. I placed the tableware down where she told me to. Listen, about that thing earlier. I cautiously chose my words. I needed to put an ending to this misunderstanding. Oh, that? Don't worry. I know it's all just a misunderstanding. Oh, I guess he was just joking earlier then. Thanks. I was so happy I could have cried. The tableware sunk to the bottom of the sink, which was filled with water. I heaved a heavy sigh of relief. By the way, have you ever heard of barley tea? What? Of course. So want some. Do you mind making it? I actually really want to try barley tea, but for some reason it is extremely difficult to find unhulled barley where I live, and it's kind of expensive to ship. And I don't like ordering things from Amazon if I can help it. So yeah. It is something I want to try though. I think I have a recipe for it actually saved on my phone somewhere, as a matter of fact. And I know I can also buy barley tea bags, but yeah, I don't know. I've actually heard that barley tea is better cold, but I don't remember. It's something I want to try though, because I fucking love barley. Love barley in soups especially. You ever make a beer, beef, and barley soup? I recommend it if you've never done it before and you like, soup. My go-to for that is Guinness is a type of beer, but then again, my go-to for beer is Guinness, so I might be biased. Anyway, let's just get back on with it, shall we? Hiya, Captain. Do you want some? I'm good. I wasn't in the mood for a drink. Anyway, could you come to the living room when we're done? I want to talk with you. About searching for the voice? Sure. I returned to the living room after I finished that up. Duty and So were in there messing around. What's Mato's favorite food? I'm not sure. Tomatoes? What? Tomato dances the salsa. He's living la vida loca. What are you two doing? Mato-san? Comedy routines all need an audience, but that retort wasn't right. We need to... They were apparently really bored. Whatever. I told Shimon about your barley tea. She said she'd make some in a bit when she was done. Good job. It was hardly worth the trouble, but whatever. Okay. I didn't want to push it. Plus, there were some other things that I was more curious about. I wanted to know more about them. I thought that knowing more might lead me to that voice. There's something I want to ask you too. What is it? What do you want from old So? I should probably focus on talking to Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you said you didn't remember anything up until now. Does that mean you have no memories at all beside the present? By that you mean... Well, memory loss has different degrees of severity. If you remember it all, I'd like you to tell me. Like, for example, where you're from. Where she lived, if nothing else. That should be the most memorable thing for her. This greenery is our land. We're all brothers. No one's talking to you. Anything, Dee Dee? I do like the disappointed face that or the sad face that she makes. Quite fun. So is a fun character. Actually, I take that back. So is a fun character, but all of the characters in this visual novel are fun characters. I think this visual novel, for the most part, does characters quite well. Where I'm from. However, she still doesn't seem to remember anything. Damn. I was hoping that would lead to a clue. Could there be anything else that left an impression on her that she might remember? What about her? Okay then, how about your family? My family... Yeah, any ideas? I'd imagine they'd leave something of an impression on you. They should be the people you spent the most time with. There had to be something. Family. So whispered to herself. Something come to mind, So? Yeah. I don't remember. Dee Dee suddenly spoke up. I ain't got a clue. I see. I was at a loss. It didn't look as though that was going anywhere. Well, just let me know if you recall something. Is there a reason why you're so interested in our memories? Yeah, why are you so interested in us, you lecher? You're not wrong. I'm hoping it might lead to some sort of clue about that voice. That voice? Meaning? I guess I should tell them. Yes, you guessed. It'd just be more convenient to have them know, as long as we're going to be living together. There wasn't much else I could talk about without hesitation. I told you that I'm not from this world, right? Yeah. Yeah, no shadow. You might not believe it, but there's another world out there connected to this one. Wow, so science, much fiction. Another world? A world without shadows. The people who live there are like me. So what's the opposite of this world? The people here are all shadows. Yeah, there's nothing like that where I'm from, and while we lack shadows, they lack bodies. It's like the world split into two, a front and back. I thought the world was split into two, east and... oh, never mind. Like, I love Metal Gear Solid 3. Such a good game. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But anyway... Dee Dee scratched her chin. I continued regardless, though. There's a strict order to my world. Could you be more specific? Society is founded on the principles taught by his super rationalism. Nothing pointless exists in my world. You're here right now. I can imagine that's the reason why, though. You catch on quick. So, what is it? That voice. Voice? Shimon and I met by chance, and I followed her. Something that the logic of my society dictates should never happen. What happened next? I heard a voice that wasn't Shimon's when I was talking with her. Also, it definitely wasn't a voice from my world. That's odd. Dee Dee scratched below her bottom lip again. The reason why I came to this world was to find who that voice belonged to. Both this place and you two are a complete mystery to me. That's why I thought you might have some link to that voice. I get it now? Dee Dee nodded. Explaining things to her was easy since she actually thought before she spoke. I was grateful to have Judy here. Unfortunately, So-san and I are both suffering from memory loss at the moment. I promise you that is the truth. But that doesn't mean I don't intend to help. I'll immediately let you know if I recall something. Thanks. Sorry for the wait. Shimon showed up at a good time. Have a seat. I wasn't sure why, but I gave her a friendly invitation to sit, but she didn't object. KK. She didn't seem to object, though. Judy hung her head, seemingly in thought. So, on the other hand, was fast asleep. I think asking the chief would be the best course of action. The village chief? I'd never heard of that person before. He's the head of the village. He's very knowledgeable, so there's a chance he might know something. Wait, didn't I already tell you that? No. Alright, let's get going. I stood up. I'll go with you. Are you sure? The village chief might be able to help me recover some of my memories as well. Really? I appreciate it. I'm gonna go play around. Really? I appreciate it. I was relieved that So was going to go off and do her own thing, while the three of us would head for the village chief's house. Myth. Otherworld. This scene. Storytelling. Oh man, this is a scene that stuck with me. Oh, fun times. It's a little bit short, but I think I'm just gonna start the next episode with this little, this scene. Oh boy, is this going to be fun. Well, next time we're gonna hear the story from Katomi about normalness, about what she say it was her husband and Hibiki. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, I hope to see you all next time.